Yeah, Chucky, I get it. You beat a toy monster boss and all of a sudden you think you're a really big shot. Don't get too cocky, Chunky, because you never know when that might end up actually getting back to you someday. Greetings all, it's Blue Knight and welcome back to Donkey Kong 64. Previously, we entered the R&D section of Frantic Factory and cleared out the majority of the rooms in this place with a few of the DK crew members. Today we're gonna clear out more of R&D as we actually might get to finally having DK acquire one of his golden bananas in this level. To start off, there's actually a detail I forgot to mention where we find the toy monster in here from last time. This room was gonna be intended to be where the big boss was at first, but it ended up getting swapped out to a different location at some point in development. That being said, we saw that last time it was repurposed to be used as a boss room, quote unquote, for a mini boss, which is a very unlikely occurrence to see in this game. I think there's only one other time in the whole game where we might find a mini boss of some capacity that we will come across later on. Like I said, we will be switching to DK to see what he has in store for us. To begin with, let's head to that one door. Actually, no. I was gonna head to that one door that we can actually use, but I quickly remembered that that won't be necessary yet because we can't come back to the R&D room if we do go down that pipe. I did, however, see amidst these transparent pink bananas a few DK coins and the lever over here. This is where we might be using the Gorilla Grab for the first time if I'm correct. If not, it's the second time we'll be doing that. By pulling the lever, we open the gates that contains a couple of green coins and a battle pad. So we'll take care of that very quickly before we do handle what's available for Tiny in this path. So here are a few green coins for Chucky in this grate. And where this splat is, this is where the next battle pad is located. This one's going to be the toughest one that you'll find to date because it's a lot more different than the easier ones we came across so far. This is Arena Ambush. And the reason why I say this could be difficult is going to be a splat. Usually when we're able to handle it one-on-one, we could take it out with ease, but since we have now a Kremlin to deal with, it's going to be a little tougher to annihilate with our standard combination attack, since we have more of a crowd to deal with. We saw that a second Kremlin or second critter will spawn in every now and again, or that's just the one time. It might be just the one time. Huh. I thought it was spawning a lot more. Oh, it was gonna spawn in now, but too little too late. It was right at the end of the battle. That one gave me quite a bit of trouble when I was younger. I remember failing a few times the very first occasion that I did come across that. And that was probably the easiest run I've ever had with Arena Ambush, to be quite frank with you. So I'm kind of proud that's how it turned out. If you just keep the Kasplat at bay and easily deal with the critters, then that battle probably won't be that much of a hazard to you. So we'll now re-enter this path this time with Tiny, collect all these bananas. Get out of here, Crowbot. I don't have time to deal with you. I got better things to do than to disassemble you. I already disassembled most of your brethren as it is. You don't want to be next on the list, buddy. Trust me. It's not good for your health. And probably not good for maintenance costs either. Lord knows you probably set careful with how many of his robots we already destroyed. So going through that hole, we'll get to beat this little guy. Nice set of wheels, Tiny. Let's race for this golden banana trophy, shall we? To win, you'll have to beat me over 2 laps and collect 10 coins. Try pressing Z to speed up and use the control stick to change lanes. Press A to cheat. Ready? Here we go. This can be kind of strict. You gotta keep up your speed consistently while dealing with this race card here. I think its name might actually be Cart. Just that. And you have to be very careful not to take any damage from crashing into that TNT barrel like Cart just did. Because if you do that, then you're gonna lose a lot of coins, well at least just 3 coins, which is the standard amount of coins you can lose. And that's very detrimental to you if you're trying to keep the coin goal intact, since coins do not respawn in this stage at all. So you gotta be very wary on how many hits you can take. Ooh, that was close. Oh, don't dodge that. I need 10 coins. That's good. Can I collect the more for buffer hits? I hope so. I don't want Cart to come back like from the last second comeback and cost me the race. That would be very, very sucky. Just as I say that, we did cross the checkered flag. That's good. I was really worried that was the case. I don't care if I got blown up by that TNT barrel. I already won. It's too late. Oh no! The shame would be beat by a monkey. I'll let you have this prize if you promise not to mention this to the other cars in the pit lane. Wow, from great sportsmanship to shame very, very fast. Cart, you're not a very kind person, or a very kind car. But his name might actually just be Car. Either way, it doesn't matter. We already beat it. We got golden banana, that's all that matters. Okay, now it's time to find out what this pit really has in store for us. Let's really get this balloon first. We'll get those coins later, because we see there's a Diddy switch here. So there's 2 things we could do with that pipe. First off, we'll hit that coconut switch and enter this high voltage shack. I'm pretty sure whatever dangers we'll find this little shack is no big deal. There's a lot of collectibles here that we can find though. There's some reels, some bananas, just the 1 coin, but it's still 1 coin. Money's money after all. The real thing we want to get is this lever. It's just to get DK to face it. Come on, DK, don't be shy now. It's just a lever. Do you have an irrational fear of levers, DK? Please, work with me. That's a good ape. Use your brute strength to pull that lever down. Now let's see what this does. Online checking. Starting. Auto production. Ah, yeah, it makes this thing back in the production room operational now. And it also opens the gate from that too. Okay. But on top of all that, we're headed another golden banana. DK finally gets his first one of this level. Kind of feel bad I was neglecting him for the longest time with that. I didn't mean to do it actually. It just kinda happened. Well, now I'll go back up there with Diddy and see what that switch is all about. The bad news is we're gonna have to go back to the R&D room the long way around. Actually, wait, if we could warp with the 1 pad and then use the 2 pad, it should be connected. Yeah, we'll warp over there, switch to leg key temporarily just to get those bananas, and then we'll switch back to Diddy to see what his switch is all about back near the high voltage shack. We'll switch out, warp away, or banana pour as the term is officially called. Then banana pour again, switch out to Diddy, and we'll be on our way back to the shack. And here we are, back with this pipe. Let's get some more coins as per usual, so we can overload on our allowance, and be sure to stock up for the future when it comes to future purchases. Then we'll Sibian slam that button, and that contains another minigame barrel. But for some reason, you have a time limit on this particular barrel though. 20 seconds. That's more than enough time. We got there in 3. They probably should lower the time on that. Oh no! Oh, Beaver bother. Oh, I was hoping we would come across this for like another 2 levels. This game, if you don't know, it's got quite the hated reputation among DK64 players as what many consider to be the worst minigame in the entire game. What we have to do is to herd beavers into this hole. Sounds easy, right? It's really not, because sometimes the beavers won't actually get into the hole when you scare them by hitting the B button. Also aid just for the claptrap, as we saw in the instructions. But the way I've been able to see that we can handle this is you gotta angle the beavers in such a way by scaring them that they will fall into the hole, since they will lose their footing that way. And believe it or not, this will be the last time that we see this game. I wish it was. And this is probably the easiest that we'll get with this game too. It is very, very unforgiving. I'm actually doing pretty well so far by... Oh, I was almost there too. I wasn't even trying, to be honest. I legit was not even trying, because I was so surprised at the fact we came across this game already. The fact that I did get only 11 out of the 12 beavers necessary herded into the hole, that was very, very impressive for my first go. But I will be surprised if I have to do like a montage cut of this until I get to my successful attempt. And like I said, this gets much worse later on. Just trust me, it gets so much worse. It's so aggravating. I actually used to like this game when I was a kid for some reason. I don't know why. I thought the herding beavers into a hole was kind of endearing, despite the fact that I was, you know, controlling an alligator, a baby alligator at that, while I was herding them into the hole. I'm not sure why Kidby liked this game, but when he saw this game that he actually liked about it. Because now that I'm older and I realize this is like really buggy and not that good, I kind of feel stupid that I did like this at one time. I mentioned how I can get the beavers into the hole is to angle them. You gotta angle them diagonally so they have a better chance of falling into the hole, because that way they will lose their footing when they're approaching said hole. If you try to do it head on when herding one of them into that hole, then they'll just curve around. What I also found out upon replaying this recently is you can jump and angle them diagonally as well. For some reason, when you do that by jumping and scaring, it kind of helps when you herd them into the hole as well. I don't know why, but I had a couple runs when I was routing this game that allowed me to herd them into the hole a little easier that way. Also, as a bit of advice, jumping over the hole helps tremendously if you need to get to the other side fast. Every second of this mini game you play counts. You cannot afford to dilly-dally at all or make a mistake, otherwise you will lose precious time in herding the beavers into the hole. You may think that you're given a substantial amount of time that you can afford to mess up a little bit. You can't. This game has no room for error. You gotta be practically perfect if you want to get through it. Oh wow! Holy crap, what an ending! I somehow herded like 3 beavers. The last 3 I needed in 1 second before I fell in the hole myself. Wow, what an ending to that beaver bottle game. The most eventful and clenched ending I've ever seen in that game, or experienced. By the way, if you do fall in the hole at any point during the time limit, you will lose automatically. So there is 2 ways that you can lose in Beaver Bother. And if you fall down that hole, you gotta start all over again. Same thing happens when the time limit expires. Now I'm trying to figure out where to go next. I was really surprised you had to come across Beaver Bother. I guess we'll head back to the production room then. Since we just got that opened up, might as well take care of all the business in there while we're here. Oh, it's right next door. That's even more convenient. We'll go here first to see what it's all about. This is a DK section. That's what I thought it would be. So we'll go switch on the DK very quickly and then follow up with that. I think after we take care of everything we can do in that little entry, then we'll call it quits for today. Have to get these coins first with Lanky. Some crystal coconuts there. And there might be, yeah, that's what I thought. There was a balloon on the other side of this crusher device. It's gonna be very fast that this crusher device does go up and down. So my advice here is to mash away until you eventually hear the balloon pop. And now for the main purpose of this room is with DK and his Strong Kong ability. I don't think I've ever mentioned this until now. I love the music when you use the Strong Kong. It's so catchy And so a beat, it's definitely the perfect thing for like when you're invincible from all damage. It's very fitting. Now we got that taken care of with another golden banana for DK. Two in one episode for him too. When he didn't have any to begin with in his golden banana total for Frantic Factory. We have come a long way, DK, in such a short amount of time. I'm very proud of us. I'm also proud of myself for making that shot, which was like a blind throw there with that Crowbot. That was really impressive. So we're going to end things off for today because we've taken care of quite a lot more than I thought it would. Honestly, I just want to end because we encountered Beaver Bother. Veterans of this game will probably understand why I want to stop for now. So next time, we're going to ascend up the production room to see what we can find lying in there now that we have the device operational in said room. Until we meet again, farewell for now.